Hey, this is Lego Preethan here, and today I'm reviewing for you set number 71040, the Disney Castle. Now this set actually has a whopping 4,080 pieces, so you know the last set that I got that had a lot of pieces was the tumbler, but that was only half of the amount of pieces this one has. This one actually approximately took me 11 hours. For the tumbler it only took 6. That's because that was only a few pieces, but I realized how long this took. But it was actually a really fun build because in the end it really does look amazing. That was the front. This is the back. Actually, the back itself has so many details. And then it goes all the way to the top, so it's just, there's a lot to go through. But the good thing is, since they can't just make it attached on forever, they can actually, well, it's not actually supposed to be included what you're actually supposed to do, but what I do is I separate into 3 compartments so you can see more detail. So first is this part, the big crown part. That's one part, and then there's this, which is even more bigger, and then the final piece, which is on the bottom. So we'll go through the big one, the medium one, and the small one in order like that. So the big one itself has all the details, the main details. Okay, so over here we have the 5 minifigures. One is the Tinkerbell, which is exclusive. And actually 4 are exclusive except for Donald Duck. He's the exact same as he came in the Disney minifigures, the series minifigures. He's really awesome. Actually, the print itself is really amazing, and he also has a tail in the back and dual molded legs. And obviously there's no double-sided printing because they actually they molded it very well. That's Donald Duck, and then this is Daisy, I believe. Both of them do have pegs, mini pegs. For him they have a mini hat, which they put on. And then there's Daisy, which she has a bow, a little kind of bow on the top, and she also looks really amazing. And then over here, also printing as a dress over here, but she doesn't have a skirt, but also she has a tail on the back, and she has a little bit of that hair on the back to show a little more detail. Then there's Tinkerbell, which this one is actually shaped in the shape of a normal minifigure, and her hairpiece is actually exclusive to this set, as you can see. And she does not have a double-sided face. She only has the one face that she has, and she comes with a pair of wings, and there's really no printing on the back this time. Just a little bit actually. And then you put on the wings, and the wings are kind of like translucent kind of, and then she comes with a little skirt, which came in a kind of cape box, the one that you get if you get a cape in a set, and she comes with a little kind of wand. And there's actually a little bit of printing, if you do see over there, a little bit to show her slippers. And then the 2 main ones actually. Mickey, the original one, obviously he didn't come like this in the minifigure series. He just came like a plain black torso and white hands and normal pants. But this one, to make it more formal because it's the Disney Castle, he has a suit and a tie. Not a tie, actually a bow tie. And then his head print is actually really, really cool. Captured the actual shape of how he looks. And then here's his little kind of cape. And then he's got shoes up here. Again, this is supposed to be really formal. So, and this one, she's the same, but she comes with a different dress this time. She comes with, in the minifigure one, she comes with a pink dress. This one is a red dress. And this is a little skirt attachment. And you put it I think, like this. And like that. And again, there's a peg over here that can put any accessory like a crown or something. And speaking about crowns, this is the first reference out of the many in this set. The first reference over here, if you can see, is Princess and the Frog over here. How they became, how I think both of them became frogs, and there's a little crown, as I was mentioning. But actually, if you don't like know any of the references or don't remember any of them in the book, aka like full-length novel, because it's really big actually, it actually gives a lot of references. It shows all the references that you need that are included in the castle. So I'll show that later actually. And then on the front itself, there's only one sticker. That one over here. You zoom in. Right here, that's one sticker, and then over here actually, that's all printed, and surprisingly, the clock is also printed. And then now that's just the front, and there's actually stickers all over here just to give the extra details. And then there's just a bunch of flags on the top just for the front over here. That's the front. Now the back itself, just for the first floor, has a lot of detail. I'll have to really go into it. Over here, actually, the first one, the second reference, when you go here, you see this is a reference to Brave. You see her crossbow and her aimer kind of over here. Yeah, you see where that's actually printed in the center over there. And she comes with the 3 cookies, which are also printed. Okay. It comes with a lot of extra pieces of these, so you don't need to worry. You can maybe make a mock, like a dinner table, something like that. So that's really cool. And she comes with a crossbow and a little holster for her arrows. And now the bottom over here, if you can see over here, this is where the doors open. Actually, to tell you the truth, it's not actually opened like that. It opens from the outside and it goes inwards, not outwards. So it opens like that and you can walk right in. And if you see the pattern on the bottom is also really cool, with all the Nexo powers actually. And then you see 2 torches on either side, and also the rotating kind of chandelier. On the left side is a glass vase, or vase, don't really know. It has a bit of, actually it has some chrome elements in here, especially the Lord of the Rings ring over here. If it can focus, yeah, there you go. You see there's the Lord of the Rings ring. It's really shiny, and then you actually get another one of this, so that's a good thing. And then chrome gold kind of bottom over there, and then the flowers also look really amazing. Now the second side, or actually before I show the other side, over here is actually a reference to Aladdin, which with the magic carpet over here. Not a lot of detail to show exactly that it's a magic carpet, but you can kind of see that it's a magic carpet just at first glance. And then there's the magic lamp on the bottom. It would have been cool if they, gave more minifigures rather than just the 5 that are included. Like maybe Aladdin, just for the references. And other minifigures that could be useful. And then there's a clock, a grandfather clock right here that's printed actually. And then you see two kind of soldiers or army men, like both are actually there's no printed face, nothing, it's just a blank kind of gray torso and legs. And then over here, just for the last detail, there's 3 shields, just rotate like that. And there's actually a lot of open spaces. You can see there's one over there, you can like place your minifigures wherever you wish to. And that's actually the first floor. The first floor already has so much detail. Imagine the second floor. So the second floor, I'm gonna have to move this out of the way actually. Just move this out of the way. Yeah. Okay, now the second part of the castle. This one at first glance just looks also plain. But this one itself on the back is where all the magic happens. Over here on the back, there's so much to actually discover. First of all, there's one kind of, you know, secret kind of opening over here. You can just open like right there. Then when you look inside, you can actually, there's stuff you can store in there, but I stored like stuff that it can't or shouldn't be stored in there, or it didn't say in the instructions. But these are the fireworks that come as one of the functions of, that's one of the mechanisms of the set, so they give extra ones just in case. And then it gives a fairy tale book. Out of focus. Yeah, there you go. It says Once Upon a Time. You can create your own stories. This is printed and just goes right there. And these are just, it's a 3-piece book. Just put it in there. You can actually make a minifigure hold it if you want to, because it has a little bit of clip right here. If I can. Yeah, so you can make him hold it and he can read a story. And then you can just put it back in there. But there's also our third reference in this right here, which is the glass slipper, Cinderella. A Cinderella reference, if I can. I'm sorry, it doesn't focus half the time. But if you open it up, actually not this way because this is the bottom, but if you open it up, just put this, and then there's a glass slipper. It's made of cheese slope, 1x2 tile, brick or plate, and there's 1x1 stud. So that's also a really small detail. And then you can put it in there, and sometimes you have to make it all fit properly, or else it won't close. So you have to just put it in, and then it's just the only way you can put it in like that is, oh, sometimes it falls off. The whole brick just fell off, but it's okay. Just put it like that. Now the next room, there's 2x2 kind of jumper plate, just there so you can place 2 minifigures, for example. You can just put it like that, make them stand here. That's also cool. And then there are curtains. As you can see, there's a window where you can see through, like that. And then our next reference, which is the red rose. I have to actually check what this reference was. I totally forgot. But it's in a glass kind of container. I think I have to check in the book, because in the book it actually has all the references included. So apparently this one is actually this one isn't even a reference, actually, I'm sorry. This one, yeah, this is not a reference. I thought this was, but actually, this is not a reference. This is. This one, if you can recognize, it's just a small mini build, which you can recognize easily who this is. This one's, if you don't know, it's Lumiere. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I don't even know if that's the right name, but that's from the Beauty and the Beast, and that's a small little detail, and he's just placed right there on the table. And then on this room, well, actually, this is a pumpkin headpiece, but it's supposed to be turned around, because they don't have a normal pumpkin piece, like made in Lego. So this one is actually reference to the Little Mermaid. Just a little kitchen full of the carrots, the pot, and that is a room dedicated entirely to the Little Mermaid. And now when you go to the next room on the top, you can see actually what is this one. I'm pretty sure I also got this one wrong. This one isn't a reference either, but oh, I'm wrong, actually. This one is Sleeping Beauty. So you can take this one. This is actually a kind of a wheel, a loom, that's what it's called. It's just a small little detail also, which you can spin right here, and you can move that, and you can actually take it off a little. You can take it like that, and you can see the window. Then it's kind of hard to put back sometimes. You put it like that. And then now we go to the last two rooms actually for this section. This one is a chest, and this whole level over here, this whole floor is Fantasia. Or the wizard's hat over here, the book. I personally don't know Fantasia, but like it shows in the book, it's like a Mickey related collection of movies, I think. But I just don't know why. It would have been better if they executed this part, maybe put a little more printing on the side, because now you just have these white creases from when you first fold the book, because it originally came like this, and then it just closes like that, and it just left two big noticeable white creases, which is kind of, it stands out. So that's the only complaint from the whole set actually, because the rest of things are fine. And then there are buckets, and there are two brooms right here, which are in a bucket, and a barrel actually. Now this one right here actually isn't a reference to anything. This one is just a royal bed, just put there for any minifigure to just sleep. You can just, if you can fit him in there, yeah, something like that. Nope, that's not even close. I'm sorry. I think you just make him sit like that. That makes more sense. Yeah, you put it like that, and then you can see that whole kind of mini room. It's not even a room because it doesn't have that much space actually. There's very little space, but that's just a special room dedicated to like royalty. And that is the second floor. And the third one isn't really a floor actually. Just put it aside now. The last one actually. This one isn't a floor. It's just an attachment of the second floor actually. It's an extra attachment which is supposed to be right here. So that one, like I said, not an attachment. I mean, not a floor at all. It's the top of the tower that actually makes it like really tall. Makes it look tall actually. And this one itself has its own details, and this has the main kind of play feature. These are fireworks, as I said before. And if you turn it around, this is where the special things come. So for the first floor over here, this is our you know, second to last reference. This one is actually Tangled. If you take the chest out, let's put this aside. If you can see right here, it gives a little piece of black hair and a comb and the scissors right here. So this is actually representing, you might be wondering why it's black. If you've watched Tangled, you would know that in the end of the movie she cuts her hair and it turns black entirely. So that's a reference, and you can just close it up there and then place it on the first floor of this place. And this one is the Sleeping Beauty. If you can see, this one is actually a sticker. Surprisingly, it's not an actual mirror, but that's how the whole sticker sheet was actually. It surprised me because they made the whole entire sticker sheet very shiny and make it look like a mirror. So, but these aren't chrome pieces. It was only for the purpose of that one mirror piece. But literally, it's an actual mirror. It actually works like an actual mirror. So you can probably put your minifigure right here, and you can see it right there. And then this is a reference actually to Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, where she eats the apple, and then I think that's the poison apple. That's what it's called, and it's just in a little container right here. It's placed there, and then this is the last floor of this part, where it's just windows where you can see, and just a separate attachment over here. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.